All right, give it up, give it up, give it up. Then none other than my special guest, who I was able to I've had the pleasure of knowing her for just a little while. It's been wonderful knowing none other than Minister Paula White. She is a firebird of a woman of God, but not only that, she is an entrepreneur. She is a mother. She is also a stylist. She is also a powerful woman of God, and we will get into it a little bit later, but who God has blessed her life with her king. And so we are excited to have none other than Minister Paula White. Woohoo! Let me get some air
Cece,
claps going on.
Cece, you
Yes,
something. Oh my God.
yes, 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 yes. So I'm super excited that you are here and that you are with
Yes.
us, and we are ready to have a conversation. So, Minister White, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, it's a lot of me, but just a quick snippet of me. I am the Fabulous 46. I'm a native of Tyler, Texas. Been in the military for 6 years, right out of high school. I have two great kids. Jabarian, he is in the army now. Look at the Lord. I never thought he would be.
Woohoo!
My
Yes.
daughter is grown now. They're 19 and 18. I got two adults. I'm living life now. I am a hairstylist. I own a boutique line, hair line, oil line. I still work a full-time job with Christus,
Wow.
Mother Francis. People don't know that. After 14 years, I'm still with Christus. I've been at my same ministry for 14 years, Revealed Church, with Bishop elect Demarcus Pearson and Minister Kaya Pearson. So I've been in
Yes.
ministry. So it's a lot to me, but I'm grateful for what God is doing in my life. And I have a great man in my life now.
Yes.
So
Come on.
God
Now
is
that
faithful.
deserves some bull horns. We're going to give me some bull horns. Yes. And celebrating.
Yes,
Yes.
God
That is
is good.
awesome. Yes.
But that's
God
me in a
is good.
nutshell. That is me. But I
Amen.
love ministry because it's my
Amen.
foundation. I'm anchored with it. And I'm glad to
Amen.
be on here with Cece. She
Oh,
called me a fireball, but that's my sis. She is a true woman of God. And I
but
thank God
you
for this opportunity, but to God be the glory.
Yes, to God be all the glory. And I just want to say thank you for coming on and having a conversation. I know that you are amazing, you are multi talented, and I just thank God for letting me have the pleasure of knowing you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for taking this opportunity to share with the people and being a blessing to others in regards to your life aspect. So we're going to jump into it.
Oh,
Yes.
girl.
So, in regards to your faith, you talked about being in ministry. You've been in ministry. You've been at your place of worship for about 14 years, and you're continuing to go strong. And it seems like your faith has been the center of it all, that has grounded you in the person that you are. So how has your faith influenced your outlook on life and personal relationships?
Well, first of all, it's the foundation, it's the anchor of me. Without my faith, I can't have a personal relationship with anyone because I'm locked up in it. My values are the core values. I have forgiveness, I have love. If you don't have that, how can you hold personal relationships when the very person hurts you? You still have to love them
Right, right.
because that's it. So it's not nothing that I'm going to waver. I have to stand on it. And I look to build strong, positive relationships with people because you're going to need people throughout this journey of life. Some you'll keep, some you won't. But the ones you build with and you ground with them and you do personal things with them, That's what it's all about. Because you'll learn how to forgive, you'll learn how to serve, you'll learn how to love through anything. You'll have compassion for people when they fail. When they fall short of the glory, you still have compassion for them. And they
Wow.
can be your best friend. So
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, that's powerful, having compassion for others. I think sometimes we forget that people are people and we're not perfect, but we're full of purpose. And
Yes.
that means a lot, having that compassion. And I just want to put this plug in there too, that we've seen on social media, we've seen on the news about the fires happening in California, and we just want to be compassionate towards others as well. And those who are watching, those who are going to watch the replay, keep in mind to pray for those who have lost everything throughout these fires, their livelihoods, all of that they have known. We want to continue to lift them up. So yes, compassion is definitely a part of that aspect of making sure that we are grounded in our faith. Do you see faith as something private, or as something
Ooh.
that should be shared with others?
For me, when I listen to that question, it can go both ways
Okay.
for me. And I'm going to explain why. My private faith was built with God in my time of prayer, in my time of reading my word. So, with that being anchored and allowing the Holy Spirit to transform me throughout life in my private, secret place with Him, it prepared me and gave me confidence to share it publicly because
Right.
I was confident in who He was to me. I was confident enough to have conversations with people and I wasn't afraid. So then I provided support, guidance. I inspired people. Bigger, I led them to Christ, but I learned it from my private and then I became public with it. But some people, they
Wow.
might stay private because that's where they are, or they're not confident in it. They're not sure of themselves. And that's something you have to go through with God, or you got to really realize, am I really doing this?
Right. 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 You said something very, I mean, very profound, because a lot of us, we feel like we need to be in the public, we need to be in the spotlight. But you said that building that relationship privately, then it spreads abroad. I mean, I think that's a powerful statement that you just made. Have you ever had a moment where your faith was challenged? And also, how did you handle it?
When I read this question, this is transparent because I really never talk about it unless, no, I really don't. Because people assume you're a certain type of way. But my faith was challenged through death and
Wow.
divorce. I went through my first divorce with my ex-husband in 2012. 2 months later, in February of 2013, I had to unplug my stepfather that has raised me since I was 4. So I questioned God, and I had 2 small kids. I didn't understand it. And I came from Baptist. I went straight to the military. So I really didn't get a relationship with God, like really, really understand for myself to my early 30s. Many people don't know that. But
Right.
early on into my early 30s, I go through a divorce. I go through my dad passing. And then my grandfather that I love died April of 2014. I'm like, come on, God, what's going on? Can you let up? And come October 2014, I had to unplug my mama. I unplugged the machine on 3 people. So
Wow.
to see my mama go zilch before my eyes and I had to stand there. So I'm questioning God. I want to lead a church, but people are saying you're strong, Paula. How do you do it? If it had not been for God on my side, I would have lost my mind. But when watch night came to crossover 2015, the Spirit of the Lord told me, I took all of your backbones. You loved me. You know who I am to you. I said I would never leave you nor forsake you, but I'm all you got now. So from that day, It ain't about man. It's about him. And that's where I learned that. And that's how I got myself back together to go through all of that because I wanted to leave
Wow.
ministry. I was angry. I was upset with life. How could this happen to me? But God, 10 years later, here I am, still standing. So I'm grateful for the experience. Most people wouldn't say, how you grateful? I'm grateful for it because it got me closer to him. So I
Yeah.
can handle a lot of things. Even when I do make a mistake, I know it ain't going to last because God brought me out of that.
Yes. Yes. Oh
That's,
wow. 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 Just you sharing that challenge. I mean, I hope that it is definitely touching someone who may be listening to our conversation right now, that through that you were able to build your faith on that solid rock on which you stand. And man, that has basically touched my life, going through that challenge, wondering, what are you going to do, losing your loved ones, losing your legacy, losing that advice. I think for a lot of us, it's just that soundness that the older generation would pass down to us, that is missed the most. Their voice, their
mm,
wisdom, their lessons, their understanding, the life that they lived, and they're sharing it with us now, while they were still living. So wow, that is definitely a challenge, and how you were able to overcome in that aspect of your faith. Thank you for sharing that. How do you balance faith with modern day challenges,
ooh,
such as, what's new, what's hip, what's traditional, what's not as popular, um, that we see going on, and then also with cultural expectations. So again, how do you balance your faith with modern day challenges and
mm.
cultural expectations?
That's a hard question for many people, especially me, because I'm in diverse places. I'm going here. I'm in fashion. I'm in this. I'm a hairstylist. I go to fashion shows. And then I go minister to people.
Yeah.
How do I do all of that?
Yes.
Because
How do you do all of that?
I have to stay rooted and grounded with God because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Because I want to say, because I know where I come from, I have not always been a minister.
Yes.
So I know what it could be, but I have to grab hold of God and I don't change my ways. I'm rooted and grounded in what He said in His Word. I'm active in my ministry, so that keeps me balanced. I
Yes.
serve in it. I go to Bible study. I get the word there. I get the word in my private. I'm in my prayer closet because the enemy will send things of
Wow.
this world, but I'm not of this world
Right.
because he changed me. He
Right.
said, "Be ye in my mind, stay renewed, honey. Because if I don't renew this, I become subjective to the world.
Wow.
I'm not of this world." So I
Right.
have to keep that in mind because we're in a world that is always changing,
Right.
changing, trendsetters, trend this, the cultures are changing. But if you ask my models, I do fashion. But I don't let them walk to everything. You want to walk for me? You going to listen to this. We're going to come up with something that fits. God, I'm not changing. I don't care what nobody else play. And I'm
Right.
not against what nobody play. But for me, I can't be shifted. So you got to know that. So
Right.
I do fashion. It's certain things you won't see me put out there. Because I
Right.
ain't, that's just not it. So you
Right.
want to, and I thank God I have 15 to 18 models that love the God in me. We gonna pray for you walk in the stage. I don't care.
Yes.
So it's me. It's me.
Wow.
And that's how I have maintained. I didn't change me. Anything around me, you got to change. To him, God, not me. The God in me. So I ain't conforming to what you do. You want me to do this show? Do what I'm gonna do. It don't
Yeah.
have to be no church show, but this is what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. That is great to, to keep your values, your core values at the core of what you do. No matter what the atmosphere is, or no matter what the event is, that you hold those values true to you and in your heart, and you're practical about it. So that is a testament again of your faith. That is awesome and amazing that what you keep those traditional things. We call it tradition, but
Yeah.
you call it being walking in holiness, as the old
There
people
you
would
go,
say.
sister.
We're going to continue to walk in
In
holiness, no matter
holiness.
what we do, what we say, where we are, what industry that we're in. We're going to continue to walk in righteousness and holiness. And
There you
holiness,
go.
doesn't really, it doesn't mean that we have to wear dresses down to our ankles or
Help the
no
people.
makeup. It's not that. Holiness is a way of life, and
Style.
what we do. So I appreciate you sharing that with us about how you balance the two. My next question is, what role does faith play in finding purpose or
Whew.
meaning in life?
For me, my faith, I just have to stand on the foundation. I'm always going to use foundation because that's what I stand on. That is what builds me. That solid foundation and my belief in my values. That has helped guide my actions in life because I know I belong to the kingdom of God. So it's bigger than me. That
Right,
is something bigger than me. I'm a piece of it. But as long as I know I'm a piece of the kingdom, it gives me direction and it
right,
gives me a purpose in life. So
right.
he might not give it all to me. And most people don't realize it's chunks of it. So it
Mm,
might be a year you don't even see direction, but you have to believe in something you've never seen. You have to believe he's going to give you the next piece of your purpose.
mm.
And what makes it meaningful in life for me is I keep striving. I don't get stuck at the red light while everybody else is green, but I'm still looking at it as red because my purpose pulls me. It
Come
pulls me
on
to do
now.
something different. It pulls me
Yes,
to go in this direction versus I'm sitting there and everybody passing me by
yes.
because I got a big windshield in front of me and this rear view mirror is back there. Everything I already done, I done fulfilled because the Bible is still being fulfilled until he comes back. So he's fulfilling us daily. That's what your purpose is. But you don't get that unless you go in your private closet with him,
Right.
unless you
Come
pray,
on.
unless you learn discernment, unless you can hear that still voice. You got to sit down sometime. I learned that. But I
Right.
got that only when I became obedient.
Wow, come on. I'm gonna put some bullhorns on that because you just dropped. That was a drop mic moment. Yes. You are so right. I mean, oh my God. If you all don't receive what she just said, I don't even know what to say. But it's exactly like that. Everybody else is on green, but God has you on red because He is pulling you to your purpose. Come on, Minister White. I mean, come on, you know what? We're gonna
But
stop.
it's like that.
You
It's
know
faith.
what? That's faith. That
Because
is
you don't know where you gonna go.
you,
He said you it's hopeful. You
that's
don't
right.
see it, but you know it's something in you pulling. People want to say you feel something in you. You about to give birth. Baby, that's him saying, come on, come on. But
Right.
sometimes he got to wait because you're not ready. I
Wow.
wasn't ready. Most people don't know I have achieved everything in this 1 year of 2024 than I did in my whole season of business, being whatever, even
Wow.
in my job. God blessed me in 1 year. But that's
Wow.
only when I became obedient in 2021 and I went through a whole Job experience. But I
Wow.
was obedient because I had to trust him in hard places.
Oh,
I was
come
obedient after the divorce, but I knew I was going to get something
on.
because I
Yeah.
started to obey him. I started to trust him. I started to not move until he said, move. You stay
Mm.
until I send you. So I
Wow.
had to cry many nights. But I knew he said, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to blow your mind. And he's done it. 2024, I can't even explain it. But it
Wow.
ain't about what he's given me. It's because I knew my faith. And then I said, I gotta be obedient.
Right. Right. Oh my God.
In my 40s, in a minister, I had to
Wow.
become obedient.
Wow. Oh
And
my
he
God.
started to change my life. Everything about me started to shift. Even though I was in pain, I was getting taught how to obey me.
Yeah.
And now I can't even explain it, Cece.
Wow. God
Obedience is better than sacrifice. I done sacrificed my life for everybody else, and
mm.
God was still there. I
But
thank him for his grace and mercy.
still was working on you. He still saw fit that, you know what, I hadn't forgot the promises that I promised
That is.
Minister White. I didn't forget about her. Oh
Come
my
on now.
God. The Lord
Mm-mm.
didn't forget about you, Minister White.
Girl, he did not. He didn't
Mm.
forget about me because you clap for everybody else when you in your bad season. He make you go pray for people when you're going through the worst season of your life. And then you say, who gonna pray for me? I lived that life for year after year. But he said, keep doing it. Now
Wow.
you gonna go preach my word and your son finna graduate. So I gotta go preach this word before he graduate.
Wow.
While he getting ready, I'm over here preaching, but I gotta be obedient.
You got to be obedient.
See, it's them things.
Your obedience is better than a sacrifice.
There you go. You gotta stay in this because I didn't tell you to do that no way.
Right.
Cause he know I'm gonna leave anyway. Cause I just can't do this. But now, not this time, baby girl. You gonna obey me.
Wow.
And I understood clearly. And I
Wow.
obeyed him year after year.
Why
But look at
why
God.
does it take us so long to be obedient? Why does it take us to actually like years upon years to finally get it? What is, I know that's not in our questions right now. I know we're off script, but why
Yeah.
does it take us so long to just obey what God said the first time?
Because to me, it become a 360 life. We keep going in that circle. We never get it to the 180 and walk out. We don't walk out till we sick and tired. But
Mm,
in even still sick and tired, we still make a mistake. See?
mm,
I'm gonna be real good with folks. The Lord didn't tell me to go marry that ex-husband again. I did that.
mm,
I did that foolery because you can tell you why. Loneliness.
mm,
Loneliness. Familiarity. Afraid of the future.
mm,
So you go where you know, and that turns into more mistakes. You
mm,
date the same thing. You be with the same thing because you haven't got over yourself. You're not confident in you. You're afraid of rejection. A lot of
mm,
women.
mm,
So the mistakes keep coming.
mm,
We too afraid to do what God say because it's gonna scare us. We don't know the unknown. So we
mm,
stay what we know.
mhm,
And we never get free until we come obedient and trusting.
mm,
Your business stay locked down. Your ministry stay locked down. Everything is locked down. And it's locked up in fear.
mm,
So we suffer at our own hands. A lot of women, and probably men too, but I can speak for women because I talk to a lot of women. We suffer at our own hands from fear, rejection, confidence, low self-esteem because we don't truly have God in our heart and trust Him. We
mm.
say we do,
Why is
but
this so hard for us to trust Him?
because we're afraid of the future. We're afraid of being let down. You meet somebody new, they might say this, and it be the truth because they somebody that don't know you. Because
Mm,
you so used to doing life like you do it. So you don't want to come into a new industry, a new job, because you're afraid of change. It's a lot for women. People don't know it. But when you find God for yourself for real, you can embrace, you can accept because it becomes transformation.
mm,
Until we're ready to go through that deep transformation with God, it's hard. We keep making the same mistakes. We keep looking at the same thing.
mm,
And I learned that in my 40s recently.
mm.
I'm almost outdone. I'm almost a butterfly now, though.
But hey, come on now. We coming out of the cocoon.
Baby,
We about to go fly. Yes, flap your wings
baby.
and fly.
There
Yes,
you go. I'm
yes,
almost out.
Lord.
I'm almost out. I know it.
Yes.
I'm flapping 2025 because I done let go and let God.
Well, glory to God. Yes. So, in that respect of coming into your own, being your own butterfly,
Yes.
why do you think fashion can be a form of
Ooh.
self expression?
Fashion for me, I'm going to say, how do you think fashion can be a form of self expression? I'm not a good person to answer that, but I can answer it for you because of who I am and how I view fashion.
Come on now. I mean, Minister White, I'm just gonna put this plug in there. Ever since I have known you, you come in with the baddest outfit put together from top to bottom. If it's something like it's a fashion like around your neck, or if you want to show off your bling bling, your necklace, you're gonna make sure you have a bob, and those shoes gonna match you one of your accessories. So ever since I've known you, you have been a fashionista, well put together, everything matching from head to toe, bracelets on point, earrings on point. Yes,
I
watch
got,
changed out. So just, I
I'm going to
mean,
say this,
you
CC.
have that self expression.
I
So
gotta blame my mother, my grandmother, and them. Them people didn't play with us as little girls. You gonna get your hair combed. My
okay,
granny said, long as your hair comb and you got a good shoe on, you can match your outfit. We learned that at 4 5. And I need to tell you, I wore the best garage sale clothes, the best Salvation Army clothes, Goodwill, wherever. You didn't know, but baby, I was sharp as a tack.
come on,
So
Shaq.
this hustle in me didn't start when I was grown. I knew that as going to yard sales at 5,
Uh
getting
huh.
up at 6 in the morning, watching my granny make it happen. So clothes and hair, that was us. We ain't
Yeah,
have a lot of money, but you gonna look like it because they didn't play that.
you're gonna look like where you're going.
Boom, there you
Ah,
go.
come
They
on, you're
ain't
gonna
got
look
to
like
know
where
where you got it,
you're
how you got it, and what you did, but you will be presentable when you come out this house. So
going.
I
Right.
learned that at a young age, and my mama, my aunts, all of them, that's what they taught us.
Yeah,
Now we learned other things, but you yourself put together.
that's right.
So it came natural growing up. And the question, how do you think fashion can be a form of self-expression? Fashion is a blank canvas, like a painter. When he
Okay.
started to paint that and you see the end result, it was blank.
Uh,
So your silhouette is blank. You make fashion statements. It's your own self personality. My fashion self, what I present, because it's your outward experience, your appearance, what you look like when I see you, when
right,
you see me. So
right.
I put the twist on it. I put the trend on it. If
Yeah,
that's me, I have my own fashion look. You have yours. I'm confident in mine. You're confident in yours.
right.
You might be modest. This one might be bold, but it ain't my business. I have to own mine. I wear the clothes. I make the clothes. They don't make me.
Come
People
on.
have to realize that.
Yes.
So when I look at myself and I look and say what I want to look like, I put it together for me. It ain't about the world. That's just who I am. So
Right,
it's an outward expression.
right,
You might be bold colors. You might like unique fashion. You might be bohemian. You might be all of that. But at the end of the day, it's a confidence booster if you do it right. Because when
right,
you put your clothes on, your whole confidence. Oh, I know I'm bad. I know this look good, but it ain't about people. It's about you. So
right,
it's an outward expression. It is something serious.
right. And it
But
changes you from the inside out.
there you go. I
You know,
know I'm different. And I had to deal with I said, Lord, now you want me to be a minister. You know I like clothes. But it wasn't about the clothes. He subjected me. He said, I'm not taking that from you. I'm not telling you to look like this because I know that's not you. See, most people got it locked up in size, shape, what they look like, how this is viewed, and this and that. I'm going to be real with you. If you got a Coke bottle shape and she over there flat and all this, but her dress tight as yours,
oh,
what's the difference? But see, you got curves, so they're gonna talk about your curves, but they ain't gonna talk about her. It's not my fault. So we come and we shelter ourselves with a lot of stuff. You got
Right.
to be presentable. You got to make sure it's appropriate. You got to know when to put it on and when not to put it on.
Right.
That's the issue of it.
Right.
And how to dress yourself in the places you're going. That's
Right.
what we got to learn. Paula
Right.
can wear a lot of stuff and get away with it. But is that what I want to do?
No.
You understand where I'm going? Do you feel where I'm going?
Feel where you
Most
go.
people ain't like that in, baby. You can't wear that over there.
No.
You can't wear that.
No. You can't
So
wear
that's just what that is. Now you got a self-expression of why she put that on.
everything. Right.
Because
Right.
this ain't the place for that. But we
Right.
ain't telling you how to dress.
Right.
And it ain't even got to be church. It's the public period.
Right.
So we got to know when we interchanging. And we got to
Right.
know our bodies. We got to
Right.
know what's appropriate.
Right.
I know this body. I know what I can't put on, Cece.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it ain't because I'm a minister. I've been like that all my life.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. I
Right.
know what I'm not going to show the world.
Right.
So it's about you. It ain't nobody. It ain't fashion. It's you.
Well, that's good. Fashion is you. That's good.
Yes, it's
That's a
you.
good note. And we talked about modesty, but what are some more thoughts about how you can balance between
Ooh.
being modest and style in women's fashion?
Oh, girl, yes. I can tell you this. I'm I'm modest with a twist. See, most
Okay.
people think modest is boring because what people done said it look like. But baby, when you take you some good accessories, put your handbag with that dress, throw like you say that gaudy necklace on, put your earrings on with it, throw your belt on with it, you're a whole bag of chips and some, baby.
Come on
And
now.
you ain't plain Jane.
Right.
But that's me because I can't be that. But it
Right.
might be okay for the next woman.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. But that's modest and you just as sexy. You ain't even show the leg. Your dress can be to your ankle, baby. Your dress can be to your ankle.
Uh-huh.
And you modest, but I'm confident in it.
Right.
I'm confident in my look. I don't feel old. I'm 46. I don't want to feel look old. I'm just telling you.
Come
In two
on.
weeks, I'll be 47. I just don't want to. I like fashion. So
Oh,
I'm not going to look old. That's just it. Am I
right.
trying to keep up with this world? No. This is me, how I dress. But I'm
Right.
going to make sure it's appropriate.
Right. Right.
And you can add things to that. So when you're going to talk about fashion and style and all that, style is seasonal. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Fashion is very seasonal. It's
Mm.
going to trend year by year. But style is a fashion statement that you create.
Mhm.
That's your style. You own your style. I don't
Mhm.
care when what's trending, I make it be my style. See, people lose that.
Right.
Because 9 times 10, you see how you describe me? Because that's my style.
That's your style.
See, that's what that's about. It's
That's your
changing a little bit.
signature. Yes.
It has evolved over the years because I have changed. Because
Right.
what I used to wear don't really look like me. I done got rid of a lot of it. Because
Right.
I see myself in another place. You
Right.
feel me? But it's
Right.
still my style.
Right.
But
Right.
modest is beautiful to me. It's
Yeah.
sophisticated. It's elegant. You just got to layer it with something. You got to put a belt on with it. You got to accessorize. You got to glam it up.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Now,
Yeah.
if you just want your dress on and how you are, I ain't got nothing to do with it either. Because that's your style. I
Right.
don't have
Right.
no issue with nobody's style. And that's
Right.
the problem. People own their own style and stay in their own style lane. I stay in Paula lane, baby. I don't jump over there in nobody else's lane with their style. Because it ain't don't
Yes.
I can't wear you. Baby
Right.
David couldn't put that on my own, could he?
No, he could not. Come on,
See,
word.
that's what that is, CC.
Yes.
People going around putting other people's stuff on them that's not them because somebody say it look good on them. That don't mean you go put that on, baby girl.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's heavy.
That's right.
You weighed it down.
Right.
And I just don't want to be rude about it. It's a mess. Because it
Mm.
never was designed for you. When you
Right.
own your own design and style, you are confident in it. And you
Wow.
look good. You
Right.
ain't weighted down looking like how she put that on.
Right.
So everybody else can see it, why you can't see it.
You
Because you
know
haven't
what?
become subjective to who you really are.
Right.
You ain't confident in yourself.
And
And
you're under the spell of everybody else's words, like what you
you go,
should
girl.
wear. Yeah.
Hmm.
Instead of being independent and expressing your own individuality and what you.
That's the word.
Wow, wow. Do you think that the fashion industry influences
Ooh.
societal expectations of women unfairly?
Whew. I have did research on this, and I'm going to say yes, because the fashion industry, everybody not know size 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's
And
just not that. But that's what is displayed so much. When the average size is really 12 to 14 of this world. So
mhm,
then you got the 12 to 14 year 12 to 14 sizes looking at everything that's put out. And right now, this is a bold statement. The word is either you're a thin model or you're a plus size model. But the
mm,
problem is there's nothing for the in between people. So
mm-mm,
they there looking at everything that's out there with nowhere to go
mm,
because of what the industry has promoted.
mm,
They've said plus size models now or this size. So if I'm a 12, I'm a plus size girl there. See, if they say a 10, then the people that's a size 10, I'm plus now. So then now you got something going on. You got your self-esteem just dropped to the floor. You got low
mm,
self-esteem. You starving yourself. You going through this mental thing. I'm big because of what you see,
mm.
what's put out there. So many people have to, that goes back to having a relationship with God
Right,
so that you can know who you are,
right,
what you are, and you're confident in you and not what the world is showing you. Because I
right.
can get caught up with fashion all day with the size. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. I got to be this. I got to be that. I need to be airbrushed on this picture. I can't do this. I can't do that. I need my lashes popping. I need this. I need that. Do that because you want to, not because what you see.
Come on now. Do it because you
These
want to.
lashes right here because I want them on my face. It ain't because that's
Yes.
what everybody wearing.
Right.
I wear earrings all kind of way because these the ones I want. It ain't cause
Right.
the next and the next what I see, what I see. If I see something cute and I like it, that's what I want to wear.
Right.
Even though it was on somebody else, it's not cause I'm saying I better do that. That's what's in. I
Right.
don't conform to everything. I don't jump on every bandwagon. I
That's
stay
true.
true to what I am.
That's true.
Now, if it's something not seasonal in its fashion, yeah. But the industry has created something that is not reality to
Mm,
many women. So
mm,
they're on social media, they're surfing the media, they're all on YouTube looking at this, looking at that, and then when they cut it off, they depressed.
mm. You see how all of that external just toe up your inner peace.
There you go. They depressed because they ain't got this or they don't look like that or they can't wear this and da 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 da. Ooh, it's cute. I'm gonna tell you, I sell clothes. I get many women selling clothes is a ministry, Lord Jesus. I just better say it. It's a
Mm.
whole ministry by itself. I'm more than a clothing designer. Mm. I'm an educator.
Yes.
I'm a motivator. I
Yeah.
break down walls. I
Yeah.
build up self esteem. I
Yeah.
encourage women because they're broken. Because somebody done told them they didn't look good, they were big, they was dead, they was in a relationship, they was talked down on. They don't want to wear this, they can't wear this. But when they go in there and change and put that on, they look in the mirror, they be like, this don't look bad. I told you. You told yourself all these years this wasn't for me. I can't wear that. I
Wow.
looked at everybody else. Mm-mm. They not confident.
Wow.
And it's modest, but they can't even receive modest because they broken. So the industry is something serious.
Wow. Wow. You know what? I didn't realize the impact of that. I really didn't
Yes.
realize the impact of that and how
Baby,
you each
women
and every
cry.
day through your business you are ministering to women to let them know that they are beautifully and wonderfully made, that God the creator has given them the
Yes.
body that he designed for them to
There
have,
you go.
and all of this external and feeling like they are less than. I mean, you are building women in the kingdom to feel beautiful about themselves, to build up their self-esteem. That is
Yes.
awesome. That
And
is
the
awesome.
fashion, the hair world is, it is ministry.
Yeah.
They come in broken because they're not confident. They're afraid to do this. They're afraid to do that. They cry. They worried about, is he gonna like it, or is this gonna work? This is a lot I
Wow.
learned that we burden ourselves with, and we don't even have to.
Wow. Wow.
But
And we don't have to. But we do. Why is that? Why do we let other people's opinions drive us to
dictate our life,
right?
and that is because of fear of rejection. That is because they're not confident. They're not confident in themselves. They're afraid of what people are going to say, how they look.
Right.
And they the ones looking in the mirror, and I'm telling you, you look real nice compared to what you came in here with. But they still can't see it. It's like a block wall right there. That mirror is like scary. And I'm
Wow.
like, because you don't looked at Facebook all night long, looked at what everybody else wearing, and they done went and had some surgeries, or they done went and did this and that,
Well, well.
or they did like Paula, lost 23 pounds with the help of the Lord, and my doctor say do this.
Come on.
Because
Congratulations.
you know why? My doctor told me what I needed to do if I don't do this, because I know what my family consists of: diabetes, heart disease, all
Oh,
of this, and people dying of heart attacks all my life. That ain't gonna be me. I was 185 pounds. I can testify in June. But I got tired. I'm going to be real with you. Putting on mammy made skirts, try to make myself covered up because I was tired. I didn't know
wow.
what to do. I was in this season of my life like other women. But I said, Lord, if you help me, get this off of me. Lord, help me. I
Yeah.
had to cry to the Lord for help,
Oh, wow.
change what I was used to doing. I had to embrace change. And as I walked with Him through this, trusting Him and eating what I know I need to eat and
Yeah.
doing all of the things, it started to fall off of me. And
Yeah.
I said, this is a lifestyle. I'm okay, Lord, I can do this. It got easier.
Yeah. Oh, well,
And, and
congratulations.
I wasn't happy with it. I was in a good relationship and all of that, but I wasn't happy with myself, Cece.
Well, you know what? It's because you want to be the best. You want to present your life partner with the best, not just
Yes.
oh, I'm doing the best that I can. No, your absolute
There you
best.
go.
You don't want him looking at everybody else. No,
Come
his
on,
eyes need to
friend.
be on
Come
you,
on,
boo.
friend. And that is it.
Come on now, we just
That that
gonna be
that
real
is
about
it.
it,
Because you know
right?
what the thing of it is? Let me tell you something. I know what God is going to do for me in 2025, and I'm blessed and I'm grateful for it. But me as
Right,
a woman, have I been married before? Yes. Have I been divorced before? Yes. But the thing I had to come into in 2023 was, let God help me for real, because I'm
right,
tired of the repeat lifestyle.
right.
But I know I deserve, all the hell I've been through, I deserve to be happy. I
Come
deserve to
on,
be a good wife. I never let that get in my head. I don't want another man. I don't want this. I don't want that. The devil is a lie.
and he is
Now, if you want to be like that, I'm not against that. But for me, now he was talking to me, and I said, nah, that ain't what the Lord told me. I'm going to
right,
be all right. So I had
right,
to build that up. I had to get
right.
ready to accept change with God before the man came, though, girl.
Wow.
Because he came for me, I didn't come for him.
Wait a minute, where the bullhorns at?
But
Come
in
on
order for
now,
him to come for
come
me,
on.
God had to make sure I was ready to receive.
Woo, come on now. Yes, I love that. I
But
didn't come
God
for
had to
him,
prepare
he
me to
came
be
for
able to
me.
receive.
Yes,
He
you
had to get
have
me
to.
ready. And we done got all off of fashion, girl.
Right,
Help me,
right.
Holy Ghost.
Since we're there, since we're there, we just letting the Lord have His way through our conversation. What qualities do you look for in a new relationship?
Whew, honey. Yeah, we on there now. Let's
We
go on and
only
ride, sister.
he just pushed us up in the relationship realm.
Love and qualities.
Yes, what qualities?
But let me help you, girl. I never had a lot of them in the past. But when you
Okay.
go through hell and high water, you start to
Mm,
think about some stuff. You don't want to settle. I went through Settleville for many years. People
mm,
might not know it, but I mean, it's nothing against. It was me. It was me. It's nobody. It's you.
mm,
So for me, religious belief is the big one. It
mm,
stands top tier to everything. Because if that ain't right, I don't care. You can communicate with me all day, but you over there in left field and I'm on the right field. It still ain't gonna add up. 1 plus 1 is 2.
mm,
You can be honest all day, but we're gonna struggle with that one.
mm,
You can be supporting me with everything, but that right there, ooh, that's gonna tear up some.
mm,
So I don't even embark it.
mm.
I learned. But it comes with a viewpoint. You have to know who
Right,
that person is.
right,
You have to have a relationship with that person.
right.
Do my love believe what I believe? Yes. He
Come
had the
on now.
belief before I had it. So if I he I'm just be if I hit him a shot, he all right. Cause he understand who I
Come on.
am.
Yes. He
I
got to
don't
be
have to
all
hide
right
my
with your holy tongues. Yes.
I don't have to hide my prayer life. Cause we praying together.
That's all right.
I don't have to hide studying the word of God because we're gonna study together. We
Right.
in John now because baby the consecration is going on.
Come on.
See, you got to understand what God sends you and got to understand you can't worry because that's number one. But when
Right.
I got that, I got open communication that I never had. I got respect
Wow.
level that I never had. I
Wow.
got honesty. I got supportiveness in my ministry, my
Wow.
business. When Paula go minister word of God, I don't have to beg you to come because you already know the assignment to be
Come
with me.
on.
I
Come
don't have to
on.
shift this assignment.
Right.
You already know I love fashion. You already know I sell fashion. What you do is jump on the bandwagon like I jumped on your bandwagon in your business.
Come on. That's a team. Now
There
it's no
you go.
longer
It's that partner.
right.
So
It's
I
the
don't have these other
partnership.
qualities.
It's
Because
a
if they wasn't there, we'd
partnership.
never make it. You know I'm
Right.
a business owner. But let me help you out. I prayed for certain things. I said, Lord, I need somebody that's in business because I went through something before.
Uh-huh.
I need somebody to love God. I'm gonna be, this is me. If you sent me a pastor, if you sent me a bishop, if you sent me an apostle, that's what you send me, Lord.
Right.
But that ain't what he sent me. All I told God, I need a man that love God,
Ooh,
that's after
yes.
God's heart. I didn't
Yes.
ask you to be there.
Right.
And all you wanted was a woman of God. But your last said, oh, he sent me a minister. Lord help.
Listen, he got a combo. He got a combination, baby. He got not only a woman of God, but an entrepreneur, a mother, a business owner, a stylist, someone who is full of wisdom, honey, who can slay
Honey,
those demons in the spirit, who's a prayer warrior, who
come
stands
on,
up on
friend.
the wall. Baby, he got him a combination.
And you know what? God gave me
Yes.
everything I needed. Baby gave me a man with he gave me a man with a background, but gave him an education.
Come on.
All the way to a bachelor's degree. You can't tell
Come
me what
on.
God won't do. Gave you a hard working man. Gave you a shoe connoisseur, sell more shoes than a man on a whole nother level. He teaching me.
Listen, he said
Won't
that he
God
will
do
do
it?
exceedingly,
But that's
abundantly,
what you get when
above
you wait on the
all.
Lord. Because let me tell you
Yes.
something. The snippet of it is
Uh-huh.
you can't have what everybody else wants you to have.
Oh, ooh.
So
You
when you
said
do that, you got a problem. You got to have what God sends you and let God do the working. And I learned that thing.
wow.
Because I'd have
Wow.
missed my blessing, girl.
Come on. Listen, looking at what people said.
I'd have missed my blessing. Yeah, I'm on the, as we on live, girl. We
I
getting a
think
whole
it's
live.
still,
Help me, Holy Ghost.
it's okay. It's just us.
No, I'm just tripping, Cece, because you know I'm a comedian up under this. Because I'm gonna tell you why. When you've been through all the hell I've been through, baby, I can laugh, I can be the funniest thing on the wall because I was there crying many nights.
Yeah.
So baby, I'm funny at my own self. I can make my own self laugh. I can take my own self to dinner. See, when I didn't have a boo, I had dinner by myself. I
Come
could watch
on.
a movie because I ain't never had to have nobody with me.
Right.
That was the difference for me. That's
Right.
why I can go through storms and come out and you never knew I was in them.
Uh, Ooh.
That's why I don't
Yeah.
have to be on the prayer line, pray, 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 because baby, I got a prayer life at home. I got a God that brought me out of a lot of things and you didn't know. I got a God that fed me as a single mama, brought my kids and took my kids, and still blessed me. When I was on the red in the bank account, but I knew he would bring me out. See, it
Listen.
ain't never mattered to me. I didn't need people to give me, affirm me, or tell me this or tell me that. Baby, I had a God that already told me,
Only
you
God.
coming out. You
Wow.
gonna
Only
be
God
right
could
here.
it.
That's
Right.
your past. This your present situation, but your future waiting on you. What you sitting over there
Ooh.
crying for? Get
Come
up
on
now,
now.
girl. Cause I got preparation. This is you are being prepared. You been on the wheel of life. I'm molding you. You on that potter's wheel, baby. Let me get that crack out that was put in there by you.
Come
I
on.
put them cracks in me. He didn't do it. And
Ooh.
I took ownership of it. But
Right.
when I was obedient, how y'all know my shake? Girl, let me get up.
Come on. Come
He
on. Come
blessed
on.
me.
Free flow. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He
Go ahead.
blessed me, Cece.
Woo. Yes.
Ain't nobody do that but him.
But
And I
him.
thank God for it. That's why I'm too scared not to be obedient now. Because he showed me. Because I wouldn't listen before. Hard headed.
Mm.
But you know what hard headed do? It make it soft.
Mm.
And you know what? When you get tired of that, that's when you wake up. The scales come off your eyes and the ears come
Mm.
open to listening to him.
Mm.
So those qualities are real for me. But
Mm.
the religious belief is the top tier.
Mm.
It ain't nothing. We can't even talk about that. Cause girl, one time I had, tried to talk to somebody and I
Mm.
realized they had another. Oh, girl, I had to get home.
Oh.
Cause it was bad for me. Cause my
Mm.
spirit was messed up. I can't live like that. I can't even marry you.
Mm.
I can't date you. I'm
Mm.
not even gonna try.
Mm.
So yeah, I know it's real. For me, because my relationship with God is bigger.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh wow. That is amazing. I'm so glad that whatever you pray for, that you wanted him to love God above everything, that God sent you exactly what you asked him for. So that's amazing. The second question is, how important is shared faith or shared beliefs when you are considering, or when you start to consider the gentleman that you're now merging your businesses together, you've fallen in love, you're still in love, you're going to
Yes,
go
yes,
into
baby.
holy matrimony together. So
Glory to God.
yes, I'm so happy for you. I am so
I'm happy for
genuinely
myself,
happy
girl.
for you.
I'm happy for
Yes,
myself because I know God did something for me.
yes,
And
I'm
he
so
gonna do something for a lot
happy.
of women. He's
Right. Right.
this
And you
question
know
right
what?
here,
I
Kay.
just want to say that, we think that there's not a lot of good men out there, but there is. There's still some good men. We just have to
Amen.
get out of our own way. But I'm
You
sorry,
said it.
you're gonna answer the question.
I was already kind of in this question when I was talking about the beliefs in the shared faith.
Yeah.
It's important that we share that same faith because what I was just telling you, when you speak another belief to me and you're talking to me about it, I'm like, that ain't what my Bible be saying.
Mm.
So it's not gonna work, CC. Not for me. I don't know who else will compromise their faith, but I can't do it. And there's some people it's okay. That's what they do. And I
Right.
pray for people. But for me, I can only speak for me. It didn't work for me. I wasn't
Right.
even gonna even get. See, let me tell you something. We try to compromise. Maybe God will change it. Maybe God can fix it. Maybe God can bring it my way. And we think this, and that can pull him. And then 10 years later, you're over there. Lord help me. Girl, I couldn't do that for myself when God been too good to me. So
Right.
I wasn't going to allow that to happen. What I
Right.
did was I turned myself to the Lord because you don't want to get too deep Then it's gonna be hard. A lot of women get deep in something they know it's not for them. And I've been guilty, but it
Wow.
ain't in spiritual. It wasn't in my belief, in my faith. It was other things. And you
Right.
can't let go
Right.
unless God sever you. And you
Right.
don't want that because that's
Right.
hard. So I had to say, no, this not gonna work. And walk away and say, Lord, I trust you to sin. Because it's always gonna be a counterfeit before the original.
Wow.
Don't
Oh,
get caught
come
up in the
on.
counterfeit. You wait on the original. And you pray
Right.
to God and you tell him exactly what you want. Don't compromise what you ask for. And he'll come through for you if it's his will.
That's
Some
right.
things you might not get because it's not the will of God, not even at that time, might not be ever, but he'll give you his will.
Right.
And that right there is one of the biggest things. And it's very challenging if you're not of the same faith. You're trying to raise kids together, you're
Mm,
trying to do different things. So then you're trying to figure it out.
mm,
And y'all on two different sheets of music.
mm,
He over there playing this music and you playing this music with the Lord. And I'm
mm,
just saying in an example. So it makes it difficult for people
mm.
to be
It does.
together and
It
to
does.
be happy with the
And to
joy of
be
the Lord.
happy.
I'm
Right.
not, I don't, you want to be happy with the joy of the Lord.
Right.
And if I can't pray, I can't read my word and we married, I can't make it.
Right. And you never want to be unequally yoked with someone
Ooh.
who is not of the same likeness and mindset, and you have that shared future that you're moving forward in the kingdom. Exactly. What is one
Ooh.
non-negotiable value you expect in your partner?
Oh, it's just my belief. It ain't negotiable. I can't even where I'm at in my life and with God and what He's done is still top tier. I can't go nowhere else. You can
Right.
be committed to me. You can be all of these things, but that's gonna be a void with me. And
Right.
after a while, I'm going I'm gonna be angry with myself.
Mm,
And I can't even put myself in that space anymore.
mhm,
So I'm not gonna negotiate with you about it.
mm,
It's not locked up in I go to this church, I do this, I do that. No, it's the God in me.
right.
I'm not negotiating Him. It's the
Right.
Word of God.
Right.
When I learned that, how for my own self, came into realization of it, it's not negotiable, baby.
Right.
I'm not the one for you. Because you ain't gonna be able to handle me. We ain't gonna make it. And I'm gonna be blunt and honest with you. I'm kind of
Right.
blunt, but I had to get that way because I accepted too much.
Mm,
So my bluntness came from God. Because you're gonna have to put on some tough skin. You just gonna have to tell him. I don't care how good you look. I don't care what you drive. I ain't compromising. I don't
mhm,
care how much money you make. God done provided all my life. He'll provide again. You can keep your money.
mhm,
He done take he takes good care of me in
mhm,
in the means that I have.
mhm,
So it's nothing. I'm not even gonna try.
mhm,
My kids gonna be miserable. My
mm.
kids, first of all, when you raise your kids all right, they're gonna be looking upside your head. Mom, what's
What are
wrong
you
with you?
doing?
You don't lost your mind. JB and now gonna have to come try to talk to me. Cause that's
Right.
not you.
Right.
My
Right.
mama, we've been praying in the car since we were 4, 5 years old. My mom can't pray. Cause
No.
my mom done prayed the heavens down. She didn't care who was in the house with her. When we
Right.
going through, she done
Right.
prayed us out. So
Right.
we got a problem.
Right.
Yeah. So I already know it wouldn't work.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How do you approach trust and vulnerability
Ooh.
in the
Hey.
early stages of your relationship? Oh, vulnerability is a hard thing.
Ooh.
I'm interested in this, how you answer
See.
this question.
See. Ooh, it was hard for me, baby girl. I
Okay.
didn't know it existed because of past. I
Mhm.
never even allowed nobody to get close to me, even if he was married to me. Because I
Mhm.
had walls.
Mm.
Walls. And you could be my husband. But when God sends somebody, he'll teach you how to.
Mm.
because he got the end result already locked up. So I had to start out slow because I had a
Mhm.
trust issue.
Mhm.
Because when you become vulnerable, you want that person to look at you the same after you speak something to them.
Mm.
So you might start out with something small just to see their expression, how
Mhm.
they care. Do they have a feeling of, I support you no matter what. I'm here for you. If they
Mhm.
ain't coming like that, I'm like, I ain't gonna tell you too much more. Because
Mhm.
you can't even help me in my little vulnerability. So how can you accept the rest I need to tell you? So that right there, and getting discernment from God on
Mhm.
what to release, how to release it. And when you learn the person that you're with, you'll know how far to go and how to take
Mhm.
them with you. And when God sends you someone, most women think, oh, I got to have it all together. I got to be healed. I got to be this. I got to be that. I wasn't healed all the way. But God sent somebody
Mm.
to help me heal through the journey. Because one thing
Wow.
about it, they accepted the assignment. When they can say, I accept this assignment, that's a whole nother realm. I,
Wow.
ex- because the thing you got to understand, I came for you. You didn't come for me. So
Wow.
I accept the assignment of your life. I'm in this to help you. Because I've already healed. But now I'm here to help you.
Wow.
So it wasn't easy to tear down walls because I'm a very independent woman. I'm a very private woman. My pastor say, Paula, you won't know nothing going on with Paula till it's over. Because I just go through with God and I've built myself like that. But women like me, we wear pants for a long time. But I'm
Right.
gonna tell you something, honey. I said, here these pants. I'm tired of them.
Oh, so you in your, as I say, the soft girl moment now.
Trim your pants. You know who I am now.
Listen, you in the soft girl moment. How does it feel? How does that feel to relinquish
Cause
control
you
and be
can't
in that
trust.
soft girl moment?
See, when you know me, I did everything for myself. I'm
Right.
scared to trust somebody because I done been let down before. I don't
Right.
trust your word. So I ain't even finna get into it. I'm finna make it happen for myself. Cause I can't be
Right.
let down. And it's real hard. Cause you
Mm.
done been dropped too many times with words, with finances, with business, all different kind of things you might have been dropped throughout some years with people. And it don't have to be men, relate. It could be anything.
Mhm.
So trust was a big one.
Mhm.
When a person say, I got you or this or that, and they drop you, you like this. You go back in your shell.
Right. You like you're going through PTSD. I mean, you're traumatized when
Yes.
you're dropped like that. So I mean, as a woman of God and holding your own, you got a job and a business. You know, a lot of not a lot of people have that, and you're doing everything and you're making it happen on your own. But how do you sit back, because
Relinquish that.
that's not an easy process to be
Ooh,
like, well, I'm going to sit back and let you be the man and I'm going to be this soft girl or soft woman for you. Like, how do you turn that off when you've been in the military before? I mean, you're like da, 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 da. So how do you turn that off and be like, you know what, I'm going to sit back and let you be the man and I'm going to be on your arm? Like, how do you let that go?
it was hard, but you know what he got me with? Real early. God is the head of
Mm.
our life. We're gonna let God lead us. I said, okay, you talking. I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening. Cause I'm
Mm-hmm.
hearing some speech I ain't heard before, but I'm gonna see about this right here.
Okay.
So it was a slow process of certain things. But it didn't take long because I started to realize he really was doing these things. And it wasn't about money, it was your words
Right.
of I do this. Okay, he really did. So it's kind of like small steps. And then I said, well, you know what? I don't want these pants. He said, I'm sure glad you don't because I don't want a woman with my pants. Because I'm a man. I'm a man.
Ah!
I'm responsible for this, and that.
Right.
You don't have to go hard in the paint.
Come on.
You
Come
don't have to
on.
make every shot because I'm here for you to pass the ball.
Right.
It's a team.
It's a
I never
team.
said you got to do this, do that. I'm here to help you. I'm
Wow.
here to be here for you in
Wow.
every area of your life.
Yeah.
We got kids, we got this, we got that, we got jobs, we got a lot going on.
A lot.
But communication,
Right.
open communication.
Right.
Paula, a lot of people see me go, 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 go. You go, 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 go when you don't know where you're going, baby. And you
Oh.
and if you're unhappy in situations in life, you go, 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 go because you don't want to deal with things. I can go to work, I can do business, I can do her. I was running ministry doing da 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 da. 2024, I said, thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Because I learned how to see something different for myself. I still
Yeah.
did things, but some going was just space that I needed to put something into. It wasn't the Lord all the time. Because
Wow.
you don't want to deal with what you have to deal with, CC. And yes, I was a
Wow.
minister going through that. And I thank God for true deliverance and help to get through that. So now I look at life different.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
tired. I
Oh,
ain't broke
right.
down. I ain't wore out. I
Right.
wore myself out.
Wow.
And it
Wow.
was hard for me to stop that. And I thank God for a man that just, Paula, you sure? Question me, ask me. Because ain't nobody ask me. They just think that's what I do. But when somebody really get to know you and looking at your life, because nobody never got close enough to me. You
Mm.
feel me? Nobody
Mm.
never knew my day to day. This man ain't even knew I had a job when he met me.
Mm.
And I'm working a real job, 14 years. Because I don't walk around with a lot of stuff on my forehead. I
Mhm.
just do.
Mhm.
But when you have somebody that you can trust, it starts to pull the layers off of you. And then you start to come into yourself. And I'm 40, well, I'm about to be 47. So the last year or so, 2023, God started to peel layers off of me.
Mhm.
That was my transition period. And I
Mm.
thank God for that.
Man, you just spoke life. You just spoke life. At that moment, you just spoke life because we do that. We're so busy with our own lives that we fill the void with busyness because we
Girls
don't want
talk
to deal
about
with
it.
ourselves. We don't want to deal with the pain. We don't want to deal with the trauma, and we're forced in a position that we have to. We say to ourselves, "Well, who else is going to do it?
Because we all we got.
We all we got."
And we don't want to ask nobody for something. We'll go with 2 cents in a bank account until the payday. Or we'll make sure kids done ate. Baby, I've been there. Make
Right.
sure kids is good, sacrificing your whole life to make sure. But one day I woke up and said, I done helped everybody else. I'm gonna help myself this time,
Right.
Lord. My
Right.
kids is we grow kids up, we live through kids, we live through ministry, we live through business, and we do, and we forget about ourselves.
Oh, we do. We forget about ourselves.
But I woke up in 2022 and I said, Lord, if you help me,
Right.
if you help me,
Right.
I'll follow the way I need to.
Right.
And I woke up one day and the world, life never looked the same. And
Wow.
I started my journey in
God
my
is
40s.
good.
Because I
God
wasn't
is
giving up on me. God been too good to me. He
yeah.
brought me out of a lot for me to give up on him. No, I
Yeah.
wasn't doing that for nobody.
Yeah. Wow. So how did you position yourself to transition from letting go? I heard you say you were giving him like small tasks to do. You then you were like, okay, he's actually, coming through with what he is saying or what he said that he was going to do. And now you're in a committed relationship that is full of life, that is full of love, and that is full of the future. How did you transition from those small steps towards trust to now full blown commitment, and now you two, your lives will be as one?
I would say, CC, for me, he did more work in pulling down my walls because I was still afraid.
Mm.
He offered because he knew I never would ask. And that's sad. Not asking for anything, but it was just, he really want to go on a date? Because I'm going to say this publicly and be real. I never truly have dated.
Mm.
Just dated, girl. I ain't never really dated. See? Been with
Okay.
17 years and it still wasn't. I'm being real. So this all was new. So the small things, we're gonna go on a date on Friday. Like you say we're gonna do this. Not me putting it together. It's a different world. And
Come
you
on.
take ownership of what you say. Okay,
Yeah.
this all right here, Lord. And that simple thing women don't know is going on because they view you a certain way.
Right.
So just taking ownership of his word was already enough. And then you didn't drop me. When you say you're gonna do, you do. And so I was like, okay. And I do the same with him.
Yeah.
Because men have a story of their own too.
Yeah.
So he looking at me to see if I'm really gonna do what I say I'm gonna do too. So
Right.
then where that comes is accountability in our relationship.
Right.
And then it comes with open communication.
Yeah.
So that kept dropping the wall down. I can open up to you. You
Wow.
can open up to me. So then it started to reveal some things within us. So it taught me, because I've never been in a relationship like this before, how
Yeah.
to listen to you. I'm
Mm.
listening to a man, girl, because I ain't never listened to them because I was scared.
Well, were you the type that said, "I'm not gonna listen to a man. No man can tell me what to do"? Don't tell
Not
me you were
all the
like
way,
that.
but that comes when you've been dropped too much, CC.
That's true.
When you've been dropped so much, but you
Yeah.
allowed the drops. You
Mm.
have control of you. Why
Wow.
you keep being dropped? That's your fault.
So you
But
think we need to take ownership when we get dropped? That
if
we
it's
as
our
women,
fault,
we need to take ownership in
yes.
our own participation
I
in
didn't get
being
no
dropped.
healing until I looked at myself in the mirror and said, Paula, you know you knew better than that. You
Mm.
didn't have to do that. You didn't have to be that way. You had all opportunities to fix your life.
Mm.
But it was fear,
Mm.
familiarity, afraid of this, afraid of that, afraid of people.
Mm.
All that right there messes you up, baby girl. So when I got delivered of me, when I got delivered of Paula, I was able to be with somebody like that and don't destroy them. I'm
Ooh,
gonna be
you
real
said
about it.
something. You
I'm gonna
said
be real
something.
about it. I
Mm.
can't be Paula the encourager if I'm like I am. How can I encourage other women when I'm told
Mm.
it's real? So I have to
Mm.
come real with myself in some areas. But when I got delivered by God, girl, woo, He
Right.
changed my life.
Wow.
Huh? It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful sight. Because I ain't never had it. So if you
Wow.
ain't never had some, you know it's God.
You know it's the Lord.
I'm just being real.
You know it's the Lord.
Yeah, the
Wow.
small things and start to see, and spending time with a person.
Yeah.
I, Let me help you out. I made time for him. In all of this I do, girl, I make time.
Wow.
But it's because I want to be in that space. When you don't want to be in a space, you ain't make no time for a CC.
Right.
So you can see a lot of busy folks, but if they not making time and they got some attached to them, I got a problem. Cause I've been there.
It's not going to end well.
And I wasn't, and I noticed, and I said, Lord, I'm still stuck in my past. But you
Mm.
taking me to my future. This my past can't go with me.
Mm-mm.
All this right here, ripping, running, da 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 da. Baby, I got to go. I'm a,
Mm.
I'm a serve at my ministry
Mm-hmm.
faithfully. I'm gonna do stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
baby girl, Paula got a calendar, and I'm gonna work
Listen,
that calendar.
you, honey, you gonna have a full husband. You can't
Help
go.
me, baby.
You're not gonna be able to
But
be
see,
at the
I make,
house. I mean,
but the
be
thing
in
of it
the
is, see,
yes,
you got to make preparation before. You can't change when you get it. And some
right.
people want to change when they get it and they already messed up. So I'm making
No,
preparation before. Because
Yeah.
that person has a life too. They have a
Right.
schedule. They have this. How? I ain't got time
Right.
for life passing every day. In and out, in and out. Some
No.
gonna give.
Right.
Somebody, let me help you out. He can't look at Sally on the corner. Sally at the corner store getting in her car. Cause wife everywhere. It's real.
That's
So
real.
I'm having to fix it
Mm,
before it happens to me. And I
it's
see it
real.
happening. We gotta know what we know. And don't try to act like, oh, I can do this. It'll never happen. Then
It won't.
you're gonna be
No.
crying. And I ain't gonna be crying.
Uh, You
And it's
said you and
real.
your happily ever after.
Thank you.
Yeah, you say you and your happily ever after, honey. Yes, I
Yes,
don't blame
friends.
you. Yes, Lord.
Yes.
Wow.
This
So
has been good.
again, I am so excited for you that
I'm
God has
excited for
blessed you with
you.
your king. He has blessed you with your headship that is going to be the man over your house. He has given you the man of your dreams. And I am so excited for you. I know that we have known each other for quite about a while. And
Oh, some years. Cece's my
you
girl.
just have a glow on you tonight.
Girl,
It's
am
just
I
a
glowing,
glow.
friend? Sis, I'm glad.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
playing with
you
you,
just
sis.
have a glow. And you know
I
that
love me some
uh,
Cece.
listen, you
Girl, you
look
done prayed
good.
for me. God used you some years over these years. I thank God for Cece Montgomery because the Spirit of the Lord knows what to do with you. And you know you one of my favorite ministers. I don't have a lot of them, but you know you in that
Oh,
number because of what God has done through you. You have really helped women. And those hugs, those encouraging words. See, when you are an encourager by nature, you don't get a lot of them because you can't not have them because you helping everybody else. So I know those seasons, but he'll send a CC every now and then. He'll
yeah.
send another person. And I
Yeah.
thank God for God always using you right on time. But
Oh.
honey,
But
I'm
yes, but
excited.
I want you to tell the people about your business. Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Let me help y'all. I am Styles by Paula. Been a hairstylist almost, what is this, 2014? Oh, 24 years now. I'm still doing
Wow.
hair. I am still standing behind the chair periodically. I am, and I am Paula's Transformation Outlet. I own a clothing business. I sell some accessories, belts from time to time with it, but I truly like fashion, clothes, changing in and out. I am owner of Transformation Hairline. That is a hairline that I started over 10 years ago. To God be the
Come
glory.
on.
We doing some good things and God is steady stretching me. I'm like, Lord, you want me to do this? And then you want me to sell hair growing oil. I was just mixing it and putting it on my client's head. And then he says, you go to sell it. I said, okay, Lord. So Transformation Crown Oil was released January 1st. He's steady filling my
Yes.
hands in expansion. So
Come
I'm
on.
grateful. To God be the glory because it's my turn. I don't
Yeah.
say it a lot about me because I'm just that one to help
Yeah.
everybody. But when I know it's my season and turn with God, He can
Yeah.
do this because He know I can handle it now. I've
Yeah.
wanted, but He was not going to give it to me because I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But I'm in preparation and I'm grateful and I have another partner that helps me. I ain't get all this by
Yes.
myself, baby. Somebody is encouraging me behind closed doors, like I
Come
encourage them.
on. Yes.
Somebody giving me life when I'm like, I can't do this. No, he sends somebody to push you. And I
Right.
thank God for him.
Right.
But that's who I am in the business world. I don't know what else he's adding to it, but
Well,
as
tell
he
the people
add,
where
I
you're
grow.
located. Tell them where you're located.
We I am at Style and Grace Boutique Salon, so 108 West 6th Street, Tyler, Texas. I do have an online website, Paula's Transformation Outlet.myshopify.com. You can order, I do ship, or you can come to our location and we can dress you from head to toe. You know, it's one of them get ready to be transformed type of things.
Come on. That deserves some head clap. Yes.
But yes.
Yes, I'm so super excited about your new marriage, your relationship, but I'm more so excited about what God has blessed your hand to do, and that is business. That you
Yes.
have your hair salon, you also have a new product that's coming out, the oil. You also have your fashion, your business. You can
And I got 18 models. To God
and
be the glory.
you're
And we will
managing
be ripping the
18.
runway 2025 again. Oh, I'm
Wow.
excited. I got some new things we're going to do. I don't
Wow.
sleep, girl.
Well, you know what? I just continue to pray that God will multiply your
Yes.
business, that the work of your hands will not be in vain, but God is going to use you to touch millions upon millions upon millions. And I pray that the Lord will bless you with millions upon millions upon
Well,
millions.
child, I thank God.
Yes.
However he do it, me and my future husband is going to let God lead us from day one, and he's leading us. And when we together, that's when everything goes all the way.
Listen,
So
I
we
just pray
trust in the
that
process and we're enjoying the ride. Business, I'm
exactly.
so going into chapter 47, I'm so excited for everything. I've
Yes.
never been so excited for everything. Even
Yeah.
though I had it, I wasn't excited.
Oh,
But I'm excited.
yeah.
Even in my almost 50, I feel like I'm 22 sometimes. Now these aches and pains sometimes, but I call the VA doctor about it and keep moving.
So the Lord will renew your strength.
Yes, girl, this has been wonderful chopping it up with you,
Yes.
Cece.
Yes.
I
So
thank
thank
God for this.
you.
Girl,
Yes.
I'm on
Yeah.
conversations with Cece. Y'all better tell me, girl, what God won't do for you. To God be the glory.
Well,
Yes, I'm saying it, baby. Because these questions are talk show material, honey. When Cece brings it to you, you got to go, what did she say? What did she say? But that's who she is. She's
yes.
always been the educator, the business minded woman. Baby, I done seen the butterfly. Baby, Cece went on and said, I'm gonna be a principal, and whatever she spoke, that girl did it, honey. She gave me inspiration, boy. Sis, get down. She didn't play by her life. No matter where she
Oh
came from, no matter how it started, when she said she was gonna do something, Cece was on it.
Lord.
Next
Listen,
thing I know, she done got her principal. What? When she find time to do that? But
Lord
she
have
did
mercy.
it. And girl, I'm telling you, now I'm on conversations with Cece in 2025. I'm excited for my girl.
Come on, listen. You can't let the people put you in the box. You gotta be out the box. Whatever
We
the
out
Lord
the
needs you
box,
to do.
friend. We is out the box.
Yes. Well,
Girl, I know where we started at, but look at God. Won't he do it?
listen. Come on now. But thank you so much for
Yes, girl. We done
being
been on
my
here chopping it
friend.
up. We thank y'all for coming on and staying with us.
Thank
This has been
you.
great.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming on with Conversations with Cece. And you don't know who's going to be next week. I think I
Yes.
have Minister Tazino who will be with me
I'm
next
gonna be
week. So,
watching.
yes. So, we're going to be
Yes, I'm
talking about the
excited.
power of praise and worship. So,
Woo.
again, tune in 9 o'clock on Fridays.
I will be looking. Love you, girl. Thank
All
you so
right.
much for this opportunity. Y'all have
Yes.
a blessed
Love
night.
you too. Have a blessed one and thank you so
You
much.
too, sis.
Yes, I
Bye
love
bye.
you. Bye
Love
bye.
you too, girl.